record it too. Alright, here's the 20 Festivals ARC Finals. Featuring Nickolas Riggs and Brad Penstone, and I got Jack Murray on the line too.
Hello.
And we're gonna get this thing going.
So we're looking at a best of 3 here, right?
Yes, this is a best of 3. Brad's playing Phoenix, and Nick is playing Mantis.
Have you seen either of these guys in action?
I didn't get to play either one of them in a tournament. I know Brad's Phoenix is honor based, and then Phoenix is all about Phoenix, so they just do what they do.
yeah. I'm looking at the deck list here. I would have to describe both as profoundly predictable. Very little in terms of surprises coming out of either player here.
Yep. I mean, I've seen Brad's deck in action before, but I didn't get to play him in the tournament. And I think that his tournament deck's a little different than what I played him against. But it's pretty similar. He likes the fortification honor, so.
Yeah. I know that both players are running coastal lanes.
Yes.
Which I find highly amusing.
It took me a while to get out of the coastal lane mode, and I finally did.
Such a bad card. Such a bad card.
They're kind of confused that they can start playing yet, but I think we're going to get them going here. So Brad gets to start it off, obviously, and it's coastal lane flips.
Well, that just showed me, didn't it?
Turn 1 coastal lane is
pretty good when you see the turn 1. Noticing also that both players are only running 1 Forgotten Legacy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It seems to be sort of increasingly becoming standard, especially with Temple of Destiny being such a popular holding, to run 2.
Yes, definitely.
And I think with coastal lanes in the deck, you definitely want that extra consistency. So I'm kind of surprised to see that.
Well, here's the thing too, is that the tournament actually started really quick, like really close to when 20 Festivals was previewed, so
we're still working things out.
Yeah, my deck was crap.
So for the Mantis player, we've got a coastal lane as well, and a Lonely Dojo, coastal lanes everywhere,
yes,
and enlistment. That's a solid start for him.
That was a very good start.
So let's have a look here at the hand. We have a Usurpation, a Breaking the Rhythm, 2 of that Kehoe that blows you up. The title escapes me at the moment.
Yep.
Redirecting Rage, a useless honor meta card, and Alliance Threatened. That combo, the Redirecting Rage Alliance Threatened combo, is really nice.
Yeah,
I think.
It is. It's a shame you didn't get the what's that one where you seppuku? That Kasai is pretty good for 5 honor.
Yeah, well, Redirecting Rage will get the job done.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
So that's a fast start there, really. Going straight for the honor rocket, that's a legit choice.
Yeah, especially with that start Mantis got.
Yeah.
And Nick's running the Sheikah Sensei, so we're gonna see a lot of flips here.
The vomiting begin.
Yep.
Let's go over here and have a look at Nick's hand. Ring of Earth, that's going to be nice. The Staff of the Raja's Court is interesting choice. Obviously, it makes the -1 force on engage, makes a lot of his range attacks a lot more powerful. Those naval range attacks coming out a bit stronger. But the force to gold ratio in it is kind of weak.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be a matchup. A lot of it as well is going to come down to whether or not Brad sees a lot of Isawa Amihiko, the guy who negates naval actions.
Sorry. Are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, I was saying that Isawa Amihiko, he's a 3/3 Shigenja who negates actions taken before the defender's first action by discarding a card.
Yep.
Obviously pretty strong in the Mantis matchup, but with the 3 coastal lanes, then you're less likely to see him. But how many of him turn up are going to be a deciding factor in these games, I expect.
Yeah, it very well could be, yeah.
So Brad is just plowing on through the Dynasty by the looks of it.
Yep. He's going to try to rock it up there.
Bringing out Kimiko.
Who is not that strong against Naval.
No, not really.
We'll see what kind of attachments Nick throws on these guys here.
Getting that second coastal lane. I'm proved wrong again.
It's not a bad holdings per se, but it's just that...
It's a great holding. It's just a bad card.
Yeah. Like I said, it did take me a little while to get out of that mood.
So we've got a decent flip. 2 more guys. Can he get the force together to go for Province this turn? It looks like he can. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
8 there, plus Ring of Earth.
Let's see what all Brad he's got. He drew into a block.
I would say that Nick can afford to bounce on this attack. This is the only attack he can afford to bounce on for the entire game.
Probably, yeah. He's loading up though.
Going for it for sure. Although with the Ring of Earth, I wonder if he might be better off putting them all on the same guy.
That probably... I think I might have
once
done
one
that.
of them gets sent home now.
But everybody knows Phoenix likes to play a lot of send home, so...
Yeah. And he has the Expert Archers on a Naval guy, and the Raj's Court on a Naval guy. So we're getting a full defense.
Yep, because Brad didn't want to use Kasai's ability, so he can get an action off.
Yeah, getting actions off is good out here when you want to save provinces.
Yes.
He should save the province, I'd say, looking at his hand. I mean, if nothing else, the Alliance threatened should get it done. There's nothing really to counter it on Nick's side of the table.
Right.
So, yeah, there's the range attack from the Staff of the Raja's Court. Enables Sasada.
Yep.
Usurpation from Brad. It's going to target Kuya. Surprise, it doesn't surprise anybody.
Nope.
16, there's the Ring of Earth. And I expect we'll see the Expert Archers bout here, yeah. And that leaves him with 8 force. That'll take the province.
And that will take the province.
The Alliance threaten to come out now.
And keep in mind, Brad is already at 16 honor.
Yeah.
And he can go up to 21 just by buying Kasai back again next turn.
Like I said, I feel like you want to take a province around the 20 honor mark against this deck. If you can't do that,
Yeah, it's very hard to come back unless you're packing.
Unless
you're packing a new order. So.
Is he?
I can't.
He's not.
No, he's not.
1 copy of the Samurai Cast Divides, 1 enlistment. That's the sum total of his events. He's not running any honor meta at all. His meta is go fast.
That's true. Which he can do. He can swarm the board pretty good.
He's got a ton of gold left over now as well. 3, 6, 8. Yeah, well, when you're a Mantis player, that's a ton. He's got Yusuke coming up as well, so yeah, he'll have a good Dynasty phase.
Oh man, he's bouncing.
Yep.
I can't highlight the cards in hand for some reason. I can only do it once they're in play.
Yeah, he's got to scroll all the way over the table and have a look. Nick has a sudden movement, an Ashigari Spearman, and a Call of Thunder left, so nothing that's going to get him over the line here.
Right. Call of Thunder is actually pretty fun when you're playing a lot of attachments against control.
Yeah, so there's the bounce.
Yep.
And that cost Nick a lot in terms of his hand.
Yes.
It cost Brad very little, and on top of that, Brad's got a destined Kasai coming back.
Yep. And he can throw his hand back.
Well, let's see if Nick remembers to draw his enlistment card.
He should. I don't think it's a May action. I think he just does it. And... Oh, it is May.
Hey. Yeah. If he's up to 5 cards, he won't be so bad. Yeah, okay. So he gets Expert Archers and the Dark Knight Ambushers. More followers. Brad is producing 4, 14, 16 gold. Which is enough to buy him 2 guys. Any 2 guys, or yeah, he's going for the Destined guy. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's got to. That's
curious if he'll take the Temple Fortress or not.
Easy 5 honor there. So. Oh no, he's gonna take a.
So Kamiko, and then he has 6 left over, so he's gonna get the Temple Fortress, I guess. That's an interesting choice. I don't know. That's the choice I would have made.
Yeah.
That extra card in hand. Oh, he's buying a Kamiko from the bin. Okay.
Okay. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah. Again, I guess you get that tunnel vision for taking actions, right? You go to buy 2 Kamikos, I can send 1 guy home.
That's true.
And he gets him to break in the rhythm. Okay, so he's playing into... we'll see what Nick does with the followers he's got in hand at the moment. He's gonna have a harder time this time, I think. Like at this point, I'd say it's a game. Like if Nick takes a province here, I'd say it's very much a 50-50.
Yeah, this is the breaking point here. He must take a province now.
Yeah, if he doesn't take the province here, that's... I'm not going to say it's totally unwinnable, but definitely unlikely. It looks like he has a good chance of taking a province here. He'll kill one of the Kamikos. One of his guys will die. Actually, maybe he doesn't. Brad's hand is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not looking very good for the Mantis.
There's always the possibility of a misplay. Dishonoring Yusuke. Some free gold. Now the Sons of Gusai and an Expert Archers.
Oh man, there's a lot of kill going around now.
Yeah. Oh no, it's changes. No, okay. So the way he's set up here, any 2 guys in combination are sufficient to take the province.
That's true. Yeah.
Being bold, he might go for the split. No, he's being safe. I think that's the right choice here.
I think so too. Because if he split, there's a big chance he wouldn't take either.
The advantage of splitting is that it sort of lets him get the most mileage out of his naval. But yeah, and there's no defense.
No. That's... I don't know if I would have done that.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, because you're sacrificing 2 guys, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And all you're getting for it is like a crappy 2 force attachment.
This is why I'm not a defensive player.
Oh, that's a really bad dynasty flip. That is not what he wants to see.
No, not right now. However, his guys that he's got stacked are pretty good right now.
They're solid. They're solid. And they're not going anywhere by the looks of things.
What's that little tag on enlistment? What's he got that thing for?
Just, I think he's saying I played a follower this turn.
Oh, to remind him? Okay.
Yeah. Sakimi. Yeah, regretting not buying that Temple Fortress now, aren't you?
We can still buy her.
Yeah, he can, but he can pretty much only buy her, right? Buy her in the Carpenter Shrine.
Yeah.
Means he's not using his box. Ah, he's going for Kaisei instead.
Yeah.
And that's the right choice.
Get that draw. Get that card draw.
Get Misora out. Some more card draw there. Yeah, I think that's the right play there.
And the 5 honor, that's pretty important too.
Yeah. Oh, though his honor seems to have slowed down a bit from a very quick start.
It did.
I'd expect to see this deck like north of 27 at this point, but I guess there's still the attack phase to come. He might gain some honor from that usurpation, but
That's true. And I think he still should have brought Kasai out last turn.
yeah, definitely. I would agree that was a blunder. So from Brad, we're seeing more attachments going on to Sada, the Ashigaru Spearman going down.
From
His
yeah.
hand has sudden movement, that could be relevant, and a bunch of irrelevant cards. The Dark Naga Ambushes, maybe. Kasai is up the province with the fortification. It's a little unclear to me why Phoenix players seem to have a tendency to do that. I guess he has 2 fortifications now.
Yeah, he has
That
to.
higher province.
I don't
Sorry.
know. I don't know if I would have targeted that one though. I think I would have targeted the honor game one.
Yeah, I think I would have gone for the middle one.
Or the middle one, yeah, that's what I meant.
You want the least value target to the opponents. Shiho. Ashigaru Spearman. Spreads are Nick's drawing 3 cards at the end of his turn, that's nice.
Yes.
Drawing a card from his stronghold. And we're seeing again a big all-in attack onto that consecrated province. Setting everybody.
And that's the reason why you should
He
have
has
targeted the middle.
terrain in hand, he does not. So the encircled terrain will get the job done here.
Yeah. And Brad will save a province. Maybe.
Oh, just the Sasada is 3, 4, 5, is only 6 force, yeah, so he can't take it on his own.
Nope.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, I can't see if Nick has any trains.
Have any ranks?
Nope, no trains.
He has a Dark Naga Ambushers, which would let him put Sasada's unit into range of soloing the province. But whether or not that depends on how people play their action. Herbs obviously is only usable if they're opposed.
Yeah.
So we're seeing 3 guys defending from Brad. Misora, who's expendable, and the other 2 guys who are also expendable.
Well, Kataro's not expendable, but he can bring him back for a card.
Yeah. So there's the Raja's Court giving out its force penalties in engage action, and I'd expect to see Kamiko exploded.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Range 1 from the staff.
That's the obvious choice.
Pew, pew,
You
pew.
gotta do that one.
There was no question. That's what we were going to see. Ooh. Tough call from here.
I'm still curious why he defended with 3 people, though.
First.
Oh, he wanted to gain some honor. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Expect to see this targeting Sasada. Yep. No twist there, really.
Nope.
And then one guy gets shot, and then encircled terrain.
Yep.
And there's nothing he can force left, right? Oh no, Yaku units could do it, but the redirecting rage should be an answer to that. Although, yeah, no, the redirecting rage should do it. Spearmen. There's the encircled. So he can attach the Dark Naga amateurs and use them, but if he does, he has no way of straightening them, so attaching them won't gain him anything. And if he doesn't use them, then he'll get hit with a redirecting rage, and that'll save the province.
Yep. Although Brad still has alliance threatened, or
oh, he got another one of those.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, so this province is safe. He's on 27. He'll be going to 32 maybe next turn. Plus 1 if he saves the province, 33. Plus 1 from the Carpenter Shrine, 34. At which point, Nick really will have to assume that another attack will cross him.
Yeah.
This deck gaining 6 honor from hands on the defense is not at all unusual. So he's going for the kill. It's fine. That gets Brad another card.
A useless one, but he got a card.
He can karmic it away.
That's true.
Tons of card draw in this game. Tons and tons and tons of card draw.
Yes, there is.
Now there's the bounce.
This one's gonna put Nick on the back foot now.
Big time.
He's gonna have to swing for 2 next turn.
Let's see. Is there any honor gain in hand at the moment? There actually isn't, but he's gonna draw potentially 3 cards here. Potentially 4 if he uses the karmic, like with a Kintaro in the bin plus a Keisai flip.
Yeah.
And plus the card for the end of the turn, plus karmic.
And
then if he sees 6 points of honor gain from hand, that would do it. Let's see, Seeking the Way. He's played both his usurpations. He's only running 2.
I was gonna ask. I wonder why he invested in Shatsuo, but it's free.
Do not know. Maybe he's just marketing. Yeah, he's just making a point. But yeah, so he could get Seeking the Ways, Wheels Within Wheels, or Words of Consecration wouldn't do it, and Seeking the Way wouldn't do it either actually, unless he sees an Amihiko, and
that's a horrible flip.
It's a horrible flip. Being a Phoenix player makes it easier.
Oh, Brad's already conceding.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's just offering game 2 right now. That's a lot on the board for Nick, though.
There's just a lot there, yeah.
I mean, like we said, all that, I don't think Brad even had a 4-person honor person in his, so he'd be gaining 5 honor that turn. And
yeah. So, I don't know that I would have conceded that game.
I don't think so either.
Right, but, anyway, we're in game 2.
Yes, we are.
Game 1 goes to Nickolas Riggs. Buying guys, taking provinces. Ouch. That is a suboptimal flip there.
Yeah, it is.
Ushigaishi. That doesn't even do anything if there isn't another fortification attached, right?
For each other, yeah. Right. It doesn't do anything.
Attached to the same province.
Yep.
And he's keeping the Kamiko? Ooh, I don't like that either.
I think he's going to try to do the rocket part again.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him so well in game 1 though.
No.
Let's see what he's got. The Alliance threatened in hand, and a bunch of what I would describe as chaff. And on Nick's side of the table we have a collection of followers, a Brazen Disregard, which is not going to do him any good. Oh no, he's got a blocks of bounds in there. Yeah, that'll get him some value. And a lookout post. Useless.
Yeah. However, I do love lookout post in my deck.
Oh, it's a great card. It's just not a great card right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going looking for a legacy. That's legacy in a temple fortress. Those are best of a bad situation, really.
Yeah. That was a good call, trying to get his economy going this time.
And then ditching the rebirth chick, Akime. Keeping Kamiko again, draws it encircled.
Which is a good call. Good draw there.
Okay, so not cheap bodies for Nick here. So he's putting out 10 gold only, so he's only getting one of those guys.
And a holding non-invested.
Yeah, that's not good. Although I guess this is only his fucking second turn, isn't it?
That is true.
Oh, poor Mantis players, they have such a hard time with it.
I find it amusing that the Mantis players are running progressive.
Progressive's a very good card.
I suppose it is.
I wonder what his focus value is like. They're not great, I'd say. He can't naval it. No, like... He's got 2 4s in hand, and then everything else is a 1.
Yeah.
I really don't like the event either, the Samurai Cast Abides. I feel like there are better events you could be running.
That's
If
true.
you're running progressives, just run 3 progressives. I mean, it's never a dead card, because you can always ditch them to your progressive.
Yep.
So, making 9 gold, buying Amihiko, the difference maker.
And he's got
Bunch of spells in hand to discard to him if he needs to.
yeah, but it'll come in handy if he ever draws a look into your soul again.
Yeah, that's gonna make his defenses a lot easier this game. Might actually be able to get some of those kill actions off.
Yes. So I don't think
Patch is seeking the way.
yep. I don't think Nick's gonna be attacking this turn. He doesn't have the
I don't
cards in
think
hand
it's
either.
worth
Yeah.
Could load that Cheeto up. The province cracking force, but I don't think that investment will be worthwhile, especially with that dynasty flip. Lots of cheap guys.
He's getting holdings now. He's getting holding clumped.
Yeah, no, that's a solid choice.
Oh, there he goes. He got the flip. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that for starters, his name is very difficult to pronounce. Yakua. That Yakua guy is really, really good.
Yeah.
I had
3
even
goals
seen
and
him
3
before
fours.
he is. What do you want, like? Poor Mantis players. I don't know how they get by.
On a personal note, I really love 2 Chi Mantis players, or 2 Chi Mantis personalities.
You make life easier. So Brad gets another Amigo. Amigo is gonna take one for the team.
Yep.
And Kasai will help him refill his hand a bit here.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Kind of both though. He's only putting out 10 gold. No, 12 gold from the fortification. So in fact more than that. Yeah, he can afford 2 guys.
So Brad will be at what, 18 honor when Nick swings in for the first time. Is that what I'm counting? Is that what you're counting?
That sounds right. Gaining 1 and 5, yeah, and 6. That's right. I think you can be happy with that turn.
Yes.
18 on the first attack. That's tough.
But at least Brad has a little bit better economy this time going around.
Yes.
Why is he?
Well, is it? It's about equivalent to what he had last game, and especially since it's going to start shrinking. once those fortifications start exploding, which
Especially
they will.
since
And again, he's
Kasai is
putting Kasai on the high value province.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
put him on the face down with nothing on it.
So here comes the follower explosion.
So Nick did resolve an enlistment, so he's back in the card draw swing of things.
Yeah.
Mantis
Well,
has...
not that he's short on cards at the moment.
So
Not that Mantis are ever short on cards, the pricks.
Yeah. So regardless, Brad's going to be able to save this province because he's holding 2 encircles in hand.
Yeah, no, he'll be fine here. Although there's a question about how he wants to do it. Like, it depends on how much more he commits to, like how much he invests in here to get the force out. And he could be wary of the encircled now as well and be
That's true.
preparing for it. Does he have enough to load up? Yeah, he can put 2 7 force units together. And Brad will want to resolve his seeking the way if he can as well. So like he can send one of those big units home.
I'm commentating. This is Sparks, and I got Jack Murray too. People are asking who's commentating.
So I'd expect to see all 4 units going into the consecrated province here. Does it have a boosted province strength? What's that second fortification?
The second one is, yeah, it's +2.
It's a defensive memorial. Okay, so that's up to 8. That'll make it a bit easier. That means he can't really put together a single unit to do that.
So he's splitting up his units, so he's, does he have a train in here? Does he have, nope?
He does not. And Brazen Disregard will not work either, right? To say movement from a strategy, or does it have to be an action?
On Mexico?
On Brazen Disregard. Brazen Disregard doesn't beat encircled, right? Because it's a trait on encircled. Let's have a look. Oracle says...
I was flipping to it, but you got there too.
Absent to interrupt if the action is from a strategy, negate any movement from its effects. Yeah, so Brazen Disregard is your... It's good against the blocks, bylines and stuff, but he's not going into the consecrated province?
This is kind of a weird strategy.
It's all very controversial, and he's not going into Amahiko either. I don't understand these decisions.
He's staying away from that one because Baru just recruits the fortifications back anyway. But
it doesn't recruit the personality who negates naval actions, though.
That's true.
And you'd be taking out 3 gold on the Mushigaishi, you still need to pay for it. Like, that's a very strange choice. Anyway, we're getting into defense. We're seeing a big all-in attack, and brave Amihiko is going to take a bullet for the team.
So Jack,
or maybe not.
Jack, Hyper Smash says they're your biggest fan and they want you to sign their boobs.
Autographs cost $500.
Jack, you're a legend. You're like the first person to win with Spider in like 2 years.
That's only because Sparks is terrible at card games. So we're seeing the staff of the Raja's court going on Amihiko. He's fine with that.
No need to negate that engage. Well, it's not a negate. An engage is negate the action. Okay.
Yeah. It does cost a card though. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Hold the walls. I saw that in the deck list earlier. I don't know about that card.
Yeah, and like I said, this was very, very early, so these decks are. I can 100% guarantee that these aren't optimized.
So he bowed his Sons of Gusai for a range 2. He dished his, and then Brad dished his Words of Consecration to negate it, and now he is seeking the way to send a Cheeto home.
And gaining some honor.
And there's no sudden movement, right? Did bowing that follower cost him the province? It did.
Oh yeah, he's got Shrine out, so...
Oh, he's got a Shrine Hatchment?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine then. Yeah, that province is going. Well, you should not have refilled it, it being a destroyed province.
Yeah, it should. Brad put the card in not the discard pile, so it refilled. He'll put it back on top in a second.
So 22 honor in 3 provinces, no attrition of node inflicted. Although he invested all of his gold that turn, bring out any new guys, or is he still doing the Dynasty phase?
No, it's Brad's turn now.
Okay.
So he spent all his gold on attaching. For the most part, yeah.
It's still a game then, and that's a. Well, his economy is still not great, so he's producing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 7, 15 gold. There, 3 provinces. Got it eventually. So that's Shunryu plus Amihiko. Actually, that's a solid turn.
Yeah, it is. He's got.
That'll put him back up to 8 cards, and would gain him. It would only gain him 3 honor though. 4 honor with the Temple Fortress. Put him on 27. I think that's probably still what I'd do.
You don't think?
The hand he's got isn't really the hand he needs right now.
Hmm. Oh, he's going to take the favor?
Going for the favor, yeah.
Yep.
And why not? Brazen Disregard also uses against the favor.
Yes.
I grow more and more convinced, like, that card is really good, but it's terrible in military. It's great for honor.
Oh yeah, especially Phoenix Honor. They got
all
so
the
much
stuff
sent home.
all the stuff, but no, it's terrible against honor, because all the send home they're using, like, is coming from Phoenix especially. It's coming from favor, it's coming from spells, it's coming from Kimiko. A lot of the time you don't get to use it. Whereas if you're running it in an honor deck, you're beating their Thrill of Darings, you're beating their back to the fronts.
Oh yeah.
All the stuff that gets them back in, and it's also prevents harpoons. So it means that, like, Lion players dragging your guys in with determined challenges and beating the crap out of them, they don't get to do that either. I think it's a really, really good card for honor. I think it's actually quite poor for military. There's so many edge cases, like, where it just doesn't work. It's just one of those cards. It looks great on paper, but in practice tends. Oh, so he's loading that guy up to solo province. Is this signaling a split? I feel like a 29 honor. I think a split. He's gonna have to split at some point.
Yes.
So I guess there's no time like the present. You drain a few extra cards from hand and nothing else. But if he bounces them both, then that's a big problem.
He can attach another Seeking Away. I don't know if that's going to do him any good though, unless he splits. So.
Well, he can. Yeah, well, he can. Like, he can save it and just ditch it to Amihiko for the 2 honor up front. That's the only honor gain he has from hand at the moment. Then he'd resolve another one that would put him to 33, which again means he's in danger of crossing. He's splitting his Kaiseis up this time. That's good. I'm surprised he went for the second Kaisei over Shunryu. I guess that's that extra point of honor. Was that one dead? Did you buy him from the bin? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He is splitting though.
Okay. That could actually work out really badly for him. I can see him very easily bouncing from both.
It could, yes.
And if that happens, he's toast. So, Steve Boyo Jones running a very unusual variant of Phoenix Honor in Dublin.
Yeah?
Running like Stones of Purity, Divide into Ash, really heavily focused on like taking these big defenses. A really, really interesting deck. And he semi-finaled with it. It was quite strong too. But a very different approach to Phoenix Honor.
That seems pretty...
the sort of standard...
That seems pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah, no, it was a good deck. There was a lot of dueling in the Dublin Phoenix style as well. Lots of people running come one at a time, which was pretty strong in this deck as well. Your focus values are naturally pretty high from all the spells. And that plus redirecting rage, some other stuff, like having some attrition makes a big difference. As opposed to just letting them build up and build up and build up over time. So we're seeing the split, Shiho and Ichido going to one, and Yukua going to the other. Yeah, I could really see him bouncing from both here.
Yeah,
the fact that I bet Brad is kicking himself right now that he didn't attach that second seat in the way, although I suppose if he did,
oh man, yeah.
he could have been likely to go for that ambitious split. Okay, so he's defending them both against the Yakuas. Oh no, against Ichido. My apologies. Let the other one go by the looks of it. So force penalty comes out. And is he going to bother with the naval action, or is he just going to let him have it?
Well, Brad does have a spell to negate it and gain the honor.
But he can negate it with any card.
Yes, and then
He only gains the honor if it's a spell.
right.
But you can you might take the action just for the sake of drawing the card out. Like he could use Shiho, because it's not a cost. So if he negates the effects of the action, Shiho doesn't go anywhere.
Well, you can't.
Shiho's not naval,
Yeah,
of course.
you can't naval with
Shiho.
That-
Cough.
Shio's already pretty good. You don't have.
Yeah,
You don't need to have naval slap on
naval
him.
Shiho would be. Hey, maybe Spider would be good then. Because 4 gold Ninube Shiho wasn't enough. So he's going to try and send Amihiko home. Does he have a straight card in hand? I guess he's got a sudden movement.
He does have a sudden movement.
No, he's away at the Mantis.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to try and send Amihiko home. I don't know if I negate that if I'm Brad. Yeah, I think I just let it happen. Oh no, he did negate it, did he? Yeah, he just hold the walls. And now is running away and seeking the way. Gaining some honor. To 31. Nick very much in the danger zone now.
Somebody posted, naval Shiho would be terrifying.
Naval Shiho would be a terrible, terrible thing.
Shiho was good when he could skip.
No, Shiho, that was not a good thing. No, we've got a bounce and a crush at the unopposed battlefield. I feel like Brad could have been braver there. I feel like he could have gone for a double defense.
I think so too.
To Amihiko's.
And Brad did gain some honor from Kasai, so
yeah. So he's on 33. He's gaining 4 at least. He does have a dead guy, right?
yes.
5, 6. So yeah, he could go to 39 this turn. So Brad has to swing for 2 again, and
Nick has to swing.
Or Nick even has to swing for 2. Yes, thank you. And I could definitely see Brad taking this game, looking at Nick's hand.
So we could be going into game 3 here.
Yeah, with the 2 encircled terrains, Nick really has no answer to that, so he just needs to defend everyone of one province. Drop the encircles, let them all die, win the game. Seeking the way will cross him.
Well, even the Kasais will cross him if he just full defends at that province. So
Yeah, definitely looking like it's. I mean, play mistakes happen and all, but
oh, for sure, yeah.
this game is looking like it's going Brad's way. So he's going to Dynasty. He buys Misora because card draw is good. It's 137. Oh, he didn't buy from the bin. Oh, that actually changes things a bit. Ditching Shunryu. Drawing Alliance threat. Okay. Maybe he didn't have a dead guy, and he didn't use his Carpenter Shrine either. Ooh.
Well, that's an open, so but even still.
Yeah, so he can go to 38. The Seeking Duet will still get him to 40.
I thought Brad did have a dead guy.
He did. He made his choice. Yeah, there's 38. And with Amihiko negating the naval action, that Seeking Duet will cross him. So I think I don't attack if I'm Nick here.
To build up another turn.
Yep. He's got 3 guys in the province. The Sensei might get him a 4th.
And he's got plenty of followers in his hand. How many followers does he have?
And he's got the enlistment out. Yeah, I wouldn't attack this turn.
So he just karmic lookout post.
Seems legit. That kind of implies he wants to attack. Let's see what he does, I guess.
Yeah, what happened to one of his provinces?
Well, you got 15 other guys, so... How many can you afford all of them? Taito was quite expensive. 4, 9, oh... So yeah, he can't afford all those guys. 14 gold.
Yeah, I think Nick has to wait another turn.
He definitely. There's no downside to waiting. Like Brad's defense isn't going to get. Oh no, Kasai means he doesn't have a choice. Never mind.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Kasai's going to force him to go.
Yep. So I'd say Brad's got this one in the bag.
What?
Yeah, splitting them up makes sense to me.
You think?
Yep.
But then he only gained.
I mean, Nick has to do it anyway. Like as a best practice, I'd always say target your Kasais in different provinces because you want to stretch their. You want to force them to make bad choices, right? You want to stretch their resources thin.
Yeah, but if he did both of them on one province, then he could just full defend that one.
But so he's crossing anyway. As soon as Nick attacks, he's crossing because of Seeking the Way.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. Not a defensive player.
How can you be a spider player and not play defensively? The only way to win a spider is to like take a solid defense or take a bad defense and don't lose anything.
It's funny that you bring that up because Omri was just asking about that earlier today on the
like playing a defensive style isn't the same thing as taking a good defense, obviously. But Jimaru, basically, Dagatsu Jimaru is great because he is resilient. And you can defend and lose and not lose. That's a good feeling. But anyway, back to this game.
Yes.
We're seeing a pretty reasonable split from Nick, but he doesn't have any answer to the encircles, so this game is over. Unless there's always like super units. So Kaito is he's only 6 force. Shiho is 4. Yukua is 7. So Yukua, so like he's got a super unit to take the province on the left hand side, but not on the right because of the province strength boost. So yeah, he defends everyone there, plays the encircled, and that's GG.
Yep.
Well, uses the Seeking the Way first, like a good player.
Yes.
Windmill slam the encircled. Ha, sucker! Oh no, I made a huge mistake. I've done that.
So Brad's feeling pretty confident because he's got 2 encircles in case he has a terrain to blow up one. So
if he wants to be really, really cautious, I don't know how many kill actions Nick has, but he could play the hold the walls first. That might actually be enough.
Good point.
2, 3, 4, 5. That would leave Nick with 9 force before he bows anything for range attacks. Which, with the force that Brad has left, wouldn't be enough to take the province. And then if he has an answer to that, then you drop the encircle, then you drop the encircle, and so on and so on and so on.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, actually, in this case, Brad doesn't even need to use the Seeking because he can use Amiko's ability.
Well, the Seeking is what crosses him, so he has to use the Seeking. Like if he doesn't use the Seeking the Way, he doesn't go to 40 honor, and if he doesn't go to 40 honor this turn, then it's done.
I was just saying because it looked like Nick was going to do naval. So.
Oh right. Oh yeah, just Seeking from hand.
Yeah. But he opted against it.
Yeah. With that many cards in hand, he's always going to have something he can ditch, and not really have to pay any cost. So that gets him to 40, and that'll be the game.
Yep.
There's a few formalities to go through before we get there, but Nick can't win now.
No, not with Brad having a favor and still Kamiko's ability. So, and both of those are not from strategies.
Kamiko's dead. Just go for the encircled. Why not? Play it safe.
Yep.
Misora, the expendable guy. There's the favor. Just to be super safe. Making the encircle terrain a complete waste of time. Yep. Dark Naga ambushers. Oh, very nice. We were wrong. Nick wins.
Oh man.
I forgot that Dark Naga ambushers work
Well,
that way.
he still has. Brad still has 2 Alliance threatens in hand, so.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay, never mind.
So.
Yeah, I totally missed that play though. That's embarrassing. Dark Naga Ambusher, I forgot. I used to play them and everything. But I tunnel vision the fact that you attach them and shoot somebody. In fact, you can attach them and take any extra action you like.
Yes.
So, relevant piece of information there. I'm good at this game, folks. For real.
And then he just straightened Ashiguro for good measure. He only had 8 force, so defensive memorial saved it.
Wow, I am not paying attention to this board state at all.
Don't worry
Not
about
the
it.
line anyway. Or is he just showing it? Concede, fool.
Game 3 it is, guys.
Yeah. So I was right, but for the wrong reasons.
Brad's cursing naval kill, and he didn't get to do it at once.
Naval kill is bullshit, though. Just so everyone is clear on our opinions on this matter. Naval kill is bullshit.
Yes, it is. Naval Shiho would be better.
Naval kill is doubly bullshit when you go second to it. Ooh. Temple Fortresses are great and all. I don't know that I want to see that flip turn 1.
That's a hard call there.
Is that, he hasn't seen his mulligan yet, right?
No, he's buying one.
He's going for it. He's like crossing his fingers and hoping to see some Mark of the Heavens favor.
He did do his cycle, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, so there's the enlistment turn 1 again.
How come I never see enlistment turn 1?
Because you're not a good shuffler.
Oh, that must be it. And I don't have,
90% of the game is in shuffling.
I don't have 46 cards in my deck either.
That's right. Crazy shuffling algorithm. Oh, that's a powerful start too. 2 heavenly crabs, one of them is invested, and an ivory court. Did he do it wrong? He didn't. He did it wrong.
Yeah, he did. He should have invested in it.
He should have one of those invested. Oops. Another Temple Fortress. Well, he's going to be quick. He's not going to have any money, but he's going to gain a lot of honor. And there's an Amihiko. So that'll help him ward off that first attack.
He should have invested both of those heavenlies and then left the courtroom in the province and bought it on the open.
Yes. Yes, he should have.
He's probably cursing himself now.
Yeah. You get that tunnel vision. I have gold! Buy all the gold, quickly! It could disappear at any moment.
That's a popular lion
Yeah.
thing. Invest the heavenly crab by Ivory Courtroom.
Well, they got to get their money from somewhere.
Yeah.
Poor bastards.
I don't feel
Astonishing
bad for
how they've gone from being like so good in Ivory 1. They're just jobbers now. They're just food.
Ryan.
Like just a few small changes, a few shifts in the personality base, losing the sensei, and all of a sudden the Lion just aren't scary anymore.
Yeah, and I love Kobe Sensei just because of their sensei.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
So there's Amihiko. Amihiko versus Sasada. He doesn't actually have the cards to put an attack together here.
No, he doesn't. Brad doesn't have any spells in hand.
Yeah, Brad doesn't have any money though, so you know he has time. Although with the 2 Temple Fortresses, maybe not. So bringing up Shiho, bringing up Kaito. Maddie can take a province. Yeah, I feel like if Nick was running the New Order and also a 40 card Fate deck,
It would be a lot more streamlined.
this would be a very comfortable matchup.
I can understand him getting away with running coastals because he gets the flips.
Yeah, and like it's a swarm deck, right? Your bodies are all entirely interchangeable.
Right. So you can.
There are arguments to be made for running coastal lane. I'm not really convinced by any of them.
Yeah.
Bringing up Kasai. 16. The Temple Fortresses will get up to 18.
Kasai will do his thing and then die.
That seems likely. Two wheels, nice.
Oh, man.
Much honor gain.
Brad could be at 22.
Seppukuing 2 of your own guys in your opponent's turn, not so amazing. But he can slow roll that. He can play it, bring Kasai back, play it again.
Yep.
Get destined twice that way as well. Gain loads of honor. All that good stuff. So I would describe Brad's hand as pretty good.
Yeah. Except for the look into the soul.
Infecting Rage, that makes sense. Like it's great in so many matchups, but the naval in this one makes it not quite so good because you really don't want to be blowing up Amihiko to use it.
Yeah. I can see why it's definitely in the deck though.
It's a fabulous card, and especially like with that Alliance Threaten combo, it's doubly so.
Yes.
But just in the face of naval kill, it's just really not as good. He's learning. Shit, does that mean he's listening to the stream?
You better not be that cheater.
Look, can you go have a look at Nick's hand for me there quickly? As everyone can see, there are 5 copies of the Ring of Earth in this hand.
What is up with that?
So yeah, still like a real shortage of attachments. That sucks for Nick. That makes everything he's got to do a whole lot harder. Like 1 Alliance Threaten will save the province now, right? Yes. No. Yes, it will.
My mouse seems to be stuck.
7.
I can't get it off.
Yeah, he's not. I'd be surprised if he takes a province here. And he's got to look into the soul to gain some honor. That's nice. Oh, he rustled up another follower from somewhere. He attached it? What? Oh, for Shiho. Okay. But he's just going to shoot you. So, big all-in attack. Really wants to take this province. If he doesn't take it, he can still win, but it'll be very, very, very difficult for him. He really wants to take this province. And he could, maybe he can't. He can get a kill on Amihiko at least. Amihiko is dead.
It's 1-1, Omri. I got the dang game stuck onto my mouse cursor and I don't know how to get it off.
Having no attrition at all really makes this. Ugh. So there's the usurpation, puts him to 22, sends Kaido home. Looking for the wrong card, reverse. There we go. So that's a problem.
Yes, it is.
But he's got a bow force to make that shot, and now the alliance threatened will save the province. Or no, it still won't, will it? 2, 5, 6, 7. It won't. Hard times. Yep. No, he's playing it.
Alright guys, I'm going to shut the game down and see if I can't join back in and get this thing. Jack's still seeing the game so he can keep the commentary going.
Okay, Brad has played his alliance threatened, is targeted to Sada. That leaves Nick Army with a total of 5, 6, 7 force, and he's unopposed. So the second alliance threatened is going to come out as well to save the province, and Nick has no answer to that. So that's going to be a bounce, but at least both players, it's one of those situations I feel like both players have been left kind of unhappy because Brad's hand is gone. He's on 22 honor and 4 provinces, which... Or he's not? He didn't play the second one? What the hell? That doesn't make any sense. He played the first one, didn't play the second one, and let the province go. I don't understand what you're doing, Brad. I do not understand that decision. Anyway, Nick goes through by some guys. I'm very confused. Anyway, he flips a Mushigaishi and a Kamiko. So he's got a Beirut, Kamiko, and a Mushigaishi province. He's producing 5, 9, 13 gold. And has 5 cards in hand. So after that attack, I kind of feel like Nick is ahead now. Got a nice healthy dynasty phase. Plenty of guys in play. Brad only has a Kamiko left. Nice thing about playing Phoenix, obviously Amihiko is just going to be back and back and back and back and back. And like, there's the temptation to buy Kaisei for the honor game, but I think Amihiko is so essential to the Phoenix defense in this matchup. If he goes with any other personality, and yeah, he's getting Amihiko back. That's the correct choice. Puts him to 27. Temple Fortresses will get him a bit higher. Gets a defensive memorial and another Kamiko. Finishes his turn on 27. Draw is a mark of Heaven's favor, which is sort of a few turns too late, if I'm being honest. And is staring into a board of Mantis, blank scrub guys with followers, with 2 Kamikos, who is the send home chick, and Amihiko, who is the important guy. So we're seeing more followers coming out from Nick, loading his Sada up to a 7 force unit. 7 being a significant number, obviously, because it means he's going to be soloing unfortified provinces. Nick's hand still kind of useless. May not matter. Okay, that's his Sada. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger now. It's now up to 9 force. Maybe looking at that middle province of Brad's, which is currently fortified up to 8, 9 province strength. not enough. Although my maths have been off tonight, so I'm going to count it again. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. I'm not sure what the purpose of that big load up is. Brad's had this wheels and wheels in his hand. He's really under too much pressure to play it at the moment. So play it when it'll get him across the line. His gold is so weak this game, though. It's been tough. Still, 28 in 3 provinces. This game is far from over. We're going to see a split from Nick this turn. See now, Nick is now declaring his attack. No, he's going all in on Brad's heavily fortified middle province, the defensive memorial, and Amushigaishi, pushing it up to 9 province strength. He's assigning 5 personalities. Sada has a bunch of attachments. Kaito has 1 attachment, and expert archers. Brad seems to be considering his defense. Still seems to be considering his defense. Oh, they were discussing the province strength, I think. And now, yeah, Nick is once again assigning all his guys to attack that province. Brad is doing some more contemplation. Trying to make this interesting, folks. There's really not a lot going on right now.
All right, I'm back on here. I can't seem to load back into the game at all. I tried closing out of it, and it's just giving me a load sign right now.
Well, you're not missing much. Oh, they're waiting for the stream. That's kind of them.
Oh, are they? Hold on, let me see.
Well, please bear with us for a moment, folks. Let me have a look at the chat. See, oh no, something's happening. It looks like Brad takes the defense. Is that to go? I guess there wasn't much he could have done. I still don't know why he didn't save that province the other turn. What important detail am I missing? What was lost in the vagaries of Internet L5R? So Brad is on 28 honor in 2 provinces. Nick has 1 million guys in play. From a game that early on looked like it was sort of going in Brad's favor, I would say it would be very hard for him to win from here. So Brad flips a Gasha Beirut and a Temple Fortress. Lobbies for the favorite, one of his Kamikos. Favors cycling a break in the rhythm, draws an encircled terrain. That is the card he wants to see. Expect to see Mark of Heaven's Favor played on one of his temple forces. Didn't do that for reasons that are very unclear to me. Buys Kasai from the bin. It's going to put him to 33, 35 to his temple fortresses. Buys Beirut, goes through. Finishes his turn on 35, draws Words of Consecration, not really what he wants to see. That being said, like, if I'm in Nick's shoes right now and I'm looking across the board at a Phoenix player on 35 honor with 8 cards in hand, I'm assuming I need to split. And, you know, splitting is absolutely the right choice here. Could potentially give Brad a window to turn it around, try and win the game on the last province with an encircled terrain, but honestly, I feel like Nick is in a very strong position here. Yeah, BCG, I sort of agree with you. 35 honor, yeah, that's right. But nothing in hand that's really going to gain him any more on the defense. He's playing a wheels within wheels. He's used Kasai, so he's going to 37. Any other honor gain on the table? No, no, no. Nothing in hand either. Yeah, he forgot to use the Mark of Heaven's Favor. It's just in his hand. That would have put him to 38. And then Nick would have been bricking it. But the fact of the matter is, Brad doesn't have it. If he had one card in hand that said gain 2 honor, and he's only running 2 usurpations, which is a highly controversial deck building decision in my opinion. A lot of, strangely for a Phoenix honor deck, there's a lot of cards in it that don't say gain 2 honor on them. So Nick isn't attacking, which is the right choice. Attacking, he has to take both provinces on that attack, and with 4 provinces in Sheikah Sensei, he's gaining more from a full dynasty phase than Brad is gaining from a full dynasty phase on the defense. So going through, absolutely the right choice here. Brad is going to cross, but honestly, with encircled terrain, again, causing trouble. A sudden movement, the only real card that could potentially answer it. Maybe this game's alive after all. Holding the walls, he is running 3 hold the walls. He doesn't have any in his hand at the moment. 3 holding the walls and 3 encircled terrain. It's a style, I guess. I'm not sure it's a style I agree with. So Brad goes through. Brad crosses. Buys a defensive memorial with Beirut. So his rightmost province is rocking a province strength of just 9, I think, still. Oh no, more. Yeah, because he brings back from the big Beirut, so he's looking at 2 Mushagaishis, no, 2 defense memorials and 1 Mushagaishi, so that's +4, +5, +6 province strength. Province strength 12 on his rightmost province. And in encircled terrain, Brad should actually win this. Rising from the ashes, I guess. Classic Phoenix style. That being said, very possible I've missed something. I missed something in the last game. Looking at the hands, can you get that Society unit up high enough? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? You can't. Kaito, 2, 6, 8, 10. Nope. Yeah, I think Brad wins. I would not have said that was going to happen last turn, but circle terrain is a good card if you don't have an answer to it. And Nick ain't got no answer. Oh, that finishes his turn on 45. Lol lol lol. Nick gets the slips, none of them are the new order because he's not running it. Draws a card with a stronghold. It is not an answer to encircle terrain. Rise from the Ashes is not a good card, Eternal Mage. Rise from the Ashes is a terrible card. It's a card that should never have been printed. It's a powerful card. It's not a good card. Oh, now he plays the Mark of Heaven's Favor. I guess just to shield his Kimiko from Shiho. Oh no, he's changing his mind. Yeah, he's not bothering. Wasted time. Oh wait, can he use that on his fortifications? Bump his problem strength up even higher. There's no point because it's already maxed out at 12 because of the Mushigaishi. Mark. So dang it, yeah, he dropped it on the Mushigaishi. So that gives it, oh, he's, very clever. So if I'm reading this correctly, he's getting 3, plus 4, and has a problem strength of 13 at his rightmost province. Which should definitely cinch the game in his favor. Nick is going for a big split. Sasada, super unit, currently clocking in at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 force, insufficient to crack the province, is going to the fortified one. So, unless I am misreading, that should be a win for Brad. There's no... Oh, there's a Dark Naga ambushers. Hang on, they tricked me last time. Will that get him over the line? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It will not. Yeah, I think that's the game in favor of Brad once the encircle comes down. So, looks like Nick went for a naval action targeting one of Brad's Kimikos. Brad discarded a wheels within wheels to negate it. Is that what happened? Yeah. Kimiko bows and sends Sada's unit home. Leaving Nick with only 5 guys. Gosh, poor Mantis players. How do they cope? 5 guys and 3, 6, 9... 15 force. Drops an Unholy Strike on the other Kimiko, leaving Brad with an Amihiko and a Kasai. Brad seems to be trying to slow rolls and circle terrain. In case there's a contentious coming out from Nick, he's trying to force him to play that first, which is the right play. Got 3 defenders left. As long as he's got presence, he can drop it. Nick is he taking the province at the moment? He's got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 force, -2, so he's not actually. Nick needs to find a point of force from somewhere if he wants to be threatening the province right now. They're seeing circle terrain anyway, and that should finish everything up. Although, no, Nick's still playing, so maybe he's got an answer. So, Kasai and Kamiko remain defending, another unholy strike just took out Amahiko. There's an encircled terrain down and a bunch of 3 force jobbers. Now Brad's action, Nick's action. Nick is playing a sudden movement. Oh no, they're revealing their hands. Yeah, it looks like that's the scoop. Bradder, Phoenix Honor, pretty good. Laying their hands on the table, there doesn't really seem to be Nick coming to terms with the fact that Encircled Terrain is a good card. What answers did he have in the deck? Just contentious, I think, and looking at the deck lists, he's only running 2 of those. And other than that, he's really at the mercy of Encircled Terrain. That seems like a flaw in a swarmy deck like his.
You'd think he'd have something to counteract that.
2 contentious terrains, that's it. Not enough. Phoenix Honor, it's an interesting deck. There are a lot of ways to build it. The default style, the core engine of it is the same no matter what the build. It starts with Kasai and the Stronghold, and you add in other cards from there. But the default build is kind of dull, and I'd say Brad was running something kind of close to that, like Faithless in spirit, if not in practice. But there are some interesting variations on it. Phoenix are already in that place where there's lots of room for them to build crazy decks.
They have a few different honor builds that are pretty powerful. Yeah,
definitely viable. He does run contentious. Yeah, I agree with Beastie Cheese here, saying 2 is not enough.
No, it isn't.
As an alternative option.
So that's it. Brad wins. Two wins and 1 loss.
2-1. Yep.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for checking us out, and sorry about the stream going down there, but hopefully we'll get this issue fixed for the next time. And peace out, guys.
Good night, everybody. 2 of that Kehoe that blows you up. The title escapes me at the moment.
Yep.
Redirecting Rage, a useless honor meta card, and Alliance Threatened. That combo, the Redirecting Rage Alliance Threatened combo, is really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's a shame you didn't get the what's that one where you seppuku? Because that Kasai is pretty good for 5 honor.
Yeah, well, Redirecting Rage will get the job done.
Oh, that's true too, yeah.
So that's a fast start there, really. Going straight for the Honor Rocket, that's a legit choice.
Yeah, especially with that start Mantis got.
Yeah.
And Nick's running the Sheikah Sensei, so we're going to see a lot of flips here.
The vomiting begin.
Yep.
Let's go over here and have a look at Nick's hand. Ring of Earth, that's going to be nice. The Staff of the Raja's course is interesting choice. Obviously, it makes the -1 force on engage, makes a lot of his range attacks a lot more powerful. Those naval range attacks coming out a bit stronger. But the force to gold ratio in it is kind of weak.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's going to be this matchup. A lot of it as well is going to come down to whether or not Brad sees a lot of Isawa Amihiko, the guy who negates naval actions.
Sorry. Just a lane mode, and I found dead.
Such a bad card. Such a bad card.
They're kind of confused if they can start playing yet, but I think we're going to get them going here. So Brad gets to start it off, obviously, and it's coastal lane flips.
Well, that just showed me, didn't it?
Turn 1 coastal lane.
They're pretty good when you see them turn 1. Noticing also that both players are only running 1 Forgotten Legacy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It seems to be sort of increasingly becoming standard, especially with Temple of Destiny being such a popular holding, to run 2.
Yes,
And
definitely.
I think with coastal lanes in the deck, you definitely want that extra consistency. So I'm kind of surprised to see that.
Well, here's the thing too, is that the tournament actually started really quick, like really close to when 20 Festivals was previewed. So
we're still working things out.
yeah, my deck was crap.
So for the Mantis player, we've got a coastal lane as well, and a Lonely Dojo, coastal lanes everywhere,
Yes,
and enlistment. That's a solid start for him.
that was a very good start.
So let's have a look here at the hand. We have a usurpation, a breaking the rhythm.
I'm gonna record it too. All right, here's the 20 Festivals ARC Finals, featuring Nickolas Riggs and Brad Penstone, and I got Jack Murray on the line too.
Hello.
And we're gonna get this thing going.
So we're looking at a best of 3 here, right?
Yes, this is a best of 3. Brad's playing Phoenix, and Nick is playing Mantis.
Have you seen either of these guys in action?
I didn't get to play either one of them in a tournament. I know Brad's Phoenix is honor based, and then Phoenix is all about Phoenix, so they just do what they do.
yeah. I'm looking at the deck list here. I would have to describe both as profoundly predictable. Very little in terms of surprises coming out of either player here.
Yep. I mean, I've seen Brad's deck in action before, but I didn't get to play him in the tournament. And I think that his tournament deck's a little different than what I played him against. But it's pretty similar. He likes
I know.
He likes the fortification honor, so
Yeah. I know that both players are running coastal lanes,
yes.
which I find highly amusing.
It took me a while to get out of the coast.
I would say that Nick can afford to bounce on this attack. This is the only attack he can afford to bounce on for the entire game.
Probably, yeah.
Um,
He's loading up though.
Going for it for sure. Although with the Ring of Earth, I wonder if he might be better off putting them all on the same guy.
That probably. I think I might have
Once
done
one of
that.
them gets sent home now.
But everybody knows Phoenix likes to play a lot of send home, so
Yeah. And he has the Expert Archers on a naval guy, and the Raja's Court on a naval guy. So we're getting a full defense.
yep, because Brad didn't want to use Kasai's ability, so he can get an action off.
Yeah, getting actions off is good out here when you want to save provinces.
Yes.
He should save the province, I'd say, looking at his hand. I mean, if nothing else, the Alliance threat should get it done. There's nothing really to counter it on Nick's side of the table.
Right.
So, yeah, there's the range attack from the Staff of the Raja's Court, enables Sada.
Yep.
Usurpation from Brad is going to target Huya. Surprise.
Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
So yeah, I was saying that Isawa Amihiko, he's a 3/3 Shigenja who negates actions taken before the defender's first action by discarding a card.
Yep.
Obviously pretty strong in the Mantis matchup, but with the 3 coastal lanes, then you're less likely to see him. But how many of him turn up are going to be a deciding factor in these games, I expect.
Yeah, it very well could be, yeah.
So Brad is just plowing on through the Dynasty by the looks of it.
Yep. He's going to try to rock it up there.
Bringing out Kimiko.
Who is not that strong against Naval.
No, not really.
We'll see what kind of attachments Nick throws on these guys here.
Getting that second coastal lane. I proved wrong again.
It's not a bad holdings per se, but it's just that.
It's a great holding. It's just a bad card.
Yeah. Like I said, it did take me a little while to get out of that mood.
So we've got a decent flip. 2 more guys. Does he have? Can he get the force together to go for Province this turn? It looks like he can. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
8 there, plus Ring of Earth.
See what all Brad, he drew into a block.